he thought he had. Scored at Spurs last week, a stunner, and Villa Park stunned by this. The flag stayed down. Vardy goes for it first time extravagantly, and though he tried to keep it out valiantly with the second save, the keeper's beaten. Parried it. Oh, no question, it's a yard over. And Leicester lead at Villa Park 1-0. So quick to react to get in there, Shinji Okazaki. One goal from Leicester has left the weight of the world on Villa's shoulders. Okazaki, oh, well done. Oh, he's clipped there, was he? Here's Vardy. Okazaki making the run to the edge of the 6-yard area. Mahrez, that's a brilliant block. And it's a penalty, I think. It's a penalty for handball. It was given by Darren Cann, the assistant on the far side, who signalled immediately. Now, for goal-scoring opportunity was denied by handball. What's he given? Just a yellow card for Sissoko. It's all gone wrong for Villa as he slid into block. The arm was coming down across the body. Could he have done anything else with the arm? I think if the referee had genuinely felt a goal-scoring opportunity had been denied by the handball there, a red card would have come out. 2 goals in 3 minutes it'll be. And it's saved. And that was a tepid penalty. Languid and wasteful. And on such things as that, games can turn. Half hit, almost scuffed, easy height, straight to the middle. But once more it highlights this whole debate. What is a handball and what isn't? Westwood brings in Sissoko. And back to him. Promising here for Aston Villa. Sissoko's drive. Double-fisted punch away by Schmeichel. He's had most of Aston Villa's efforts on goal, Sissoko, the left-back. Fuchs. Space here for Drinkwater. Goalkeeper made short. Last goal was in April 2014 against Reading. It's a decent effort, bending all the way. Booth always had a penalty as the cross came in. Kozak has stayed down. Did an arm come up and across Kozak? The left arm went back. That's a strong Villa claim for a penalty. And why on earth did Huth defend like that? Had no need to defend like that. That's a penalty for me. He looked staggered. Remy Gard. Bakuna. Given away. Leicester can break here. Drinkwater. Vardy ahead of him. Going into the gap. Round the keeper. Very, very narrow angle. People joining in. Drinkwater's there. Leicester had a chance to wrap it up. Acceleration from Vardy into the gap. First touch was a little bit heavy, went too wide. But they should have scored. Garner works it away to Leandro Bakuna. Just said bundling his way through and scoring! And it's Leicester's turn to run to the referee. They're complaining to the referee that Justin, they would have infringed there as he went through. But the substitution has paid off for Aston Villa and they deserve the equaliser. Into Rudy Justin, bounces up, hits the hand. Deflected in anyway. Bounced up, did he control it with his hand? Leicester say yes. Deflected in off Morgan. Justin allowed to go on. And lifting the equaliser. Hefty slice of luck for Villa. 1-1. Here's Sissoko. He's come all the way through to Ayew. Holten think that Kozak was pushed off it there. Ayew's done very well, and in the end, one touch too much. Was Kozak pushed here? Huth jumps up again, the left arm comes up and around. Well, Villa certainly think they should have had at least one penalty in the second half. 5 minutes of stoppage time. Drink water, lovely ball. Vardy, is he razor sharp? Can he finish it? No. In the early weeks of the season, that one would have gone in. Leicester have had to work really, really hard here for a point. Aston Villa 1, Leicester City 1.
I'm a bit disappointed, to be fair, because I think the linesman took the right decision with Ali, probably, when he ended the ball with the end. But then if you see this one as a linesman, you have to see the second one, which for me is more obvious.
Huth, that's the penalty?
Yes, of course, definitively. Without doubt for me, and probably for everybody who is following the football.
The second half was a battle, was a big battle. We were lucky to concede a goal because the striker touched the ball with the handball and the referee didn't see. It was a pity because I think we were in control of the match.
If you could take what Leicester did at the end of last season and transport it to your team, you could stay up.
Yes, I would like to, but I think we are on the way maybe to do that. I'm not sure that we will do it, but for sure if we keep this spirit, maybe we can do it.
A few decisions to look at, David. Once again, the ambiguity of the handball law strikes, and the debate will rumble: what is deliberate, what's not deliberate. A few examples today.
Yeah, and this one is debatable. That one there itself could have been given maybe as something, but I think Sissoko gets across to block it. When I first saw it, I thought it's handball and it's a penalty. But when I get a chance to slow it down, I thought, you know, I'm not sure that it wasn't. I thought maybe it is because it's hit him. But right away, the linesman puts his flag up. For me, you know, I'd be disappointed if I got a penalty given against me for that.
Not a great penalty.
It's a poor penalty kick because that changed the game then. You know, that gave Leicester a chance to go 2 up. And again, there's another one. For me, this one is a handball. Miscontrols it onto his hand, but puts the ball in a better position.
But not intent.
Not intent, and this is right, and none of us really know the right interpretation. But I think that benefited him, and it gave him a great chance to well, he got his shot away from that, and it hits the hand in the way in as well, actually, off Morgan.
I still think personally that it would just get rid of all this, you know, is it deliberate, is it not? If they just said if it hits the hand, it's a penalty. I mean,
too easy though, wouldn't it?
Well, not really, because if you know that that's the law, that you know it, you've got to keep your hands out of the way and make sure it doesn't hit them, and players will make a bigger effort not to do it.
I think there's too many variables of handball, which makes it difficult, and the referees have to use their own common sense. But it was difficult decisions. They were tight calls today. Yeah.
It's different in Spain, isn't it? They're kind of different.
Yeah, there is. I think in Spain, and most of the times the referees would just give decisions, you know, especially free kicks, for example. But all those decisions there would have definitely been given, that's for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Villa, 4 points in 2 games.
Yeah.
Signs, shoots of a recovery, anything?
I'm not sure about that, but you know what I would say is, you know, since Remy Gard came in, you can tell he wants to play that kind of tiki-taka type of football. But I felt like today, you know, they was far more exciting when they went direct. Yeah. When Gisted came on up top, they went 2 up top, more direct, and the fans seemed to get more excited. And I think that's a way forward for Aston Villa if they're going to have any chance of survival.
Leicester are battling, they're fighting away. A bit too much perhaps on the occasion. Huth was lucky to get away with a penalty.
Being a centre-half here, I'm definitely not going to say it's a penalty. I actually think Huth stands his ground, uses his body and his arms to keep the centre-forward away from him. I don't think that's as bad as what it actually looks to be, and I think he's standing his ground, trying to keep the centre-forward.
You can't let him come across him, can he?
Can't allow him there, and he's got the ground and he keeps it. And I don't think it was as bad as it looks. But you know, there will be people who expect this to be penalty kicks, and this is why the referee's job's so hard. This one, not for me again. The only way you can jump is by using your arms for leverage. Yeah. I don't think that he's going to use his elbows in any way to affect him. He's going to get his head on it.